gentlemen, it is now time to buy some SummerSlam 2022 tickets. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to video. Brandon here, your king of vlog style. So what is going on today? Well, basically today, SummerSlam tickets have officially went on sale to the general public. Of course, for the past few days, they've been doing the pre-sale, and many of you already have SummerSlam tickets. I'm just doing this video strictly to show you guys what's available, my opinions on the pricing, my opinions on the deals, and trying to help you guys out as much as I can with getting SummerSlam tickets. Now, I will say this is from the box office, directly from the box office. These are face value. Sometimes you get better deals outside of the box office, I will say, such as SeatGeek, which is where I'm going to push my sponsor a little bit, even though I'm just trying to give you guys some honest advice here. Sometimes people will buy tickets and unfortunately they can't go to the show, so they have to sell the tickets for a little under what they paid, which that savings would go on to you. And also, use code HODGE on SeatGeek, so let's just put the freaking thing up. Use code HODGE on SeatGeek and get $20 off your tickets anyway. But anyway, one point I do want to make. I today will not be purchasing tickets. I'm not purchasing tickets. There's a lot of other shows I'm looking at before SummerSlam, so I'm not ready to purchase my tickets for SummerSlam yet. I'm looking more at Money in the Bank before I do SummerSlam. I used to get a lot on stuff. If I want like front row or something, I want something really, really close and really, really great seats that I know are going to sell out, then I definitely get them when they go on sale. But if I'm just trying to, you know, be there, because I can't show the show anyway in my vlog because it's again copyright law. I can show like certain shows, but I can't definitely not show pay-per-view / premium live events. So that's just a point, but anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. Here is the seat map. Oh, we're gonna have my computer right here. It may be out of shot, but basically, we'll put it on screen for you guys. So the cheapest tickets we're starting at today, we have $25 tickets. Now, where are these $25 tickets? They're putting you all the way up here. Look at this. They even give you a little view of the stadium. This is, of course, in Nashville, Tennessee, the Tennessee Titans Stadium, in my home state of Tennessee, so I'm very excited to attend this show because it's quite close to me compared to last year. Like, this is last year's jersey. I had to fly all the way to Las Vegas to go to that one. For $25, if you just want to spend $25 a person, you sit all the way at the top, of course. I'm kind of surprised the center one's $25. Usually, like, the edge one, like, way over here, like, $330 or $321 is usually, like, the $25 one, and the center's usually, like, $50. So this appears to be a little bit cheaper. Something I do want to do, on Ticketmaster, of course, they do it the premium seating, so I want to go to the filters. I want to deselect Official Platinum and deselect probably the preferred aisle, just so I get a face value standard ticket. So you see the map updated. Some of the sections are not even available. They don't have standard tickets left in them. But that's pretty much the best price you're going to get from Ticketmaster, your standard. So if you're wanting down here, see it jumped. One section down goes from 25 to 75 to be in the center. But if we're on the edge, which you don't want to be on the edge, it's $50. Now you have to be careful on the edge because you don't know where the stage is going to be. It looks like the stage is probably going to be over in this area. But sometimes they'll have that big screen that will kind of block your view if you're sitting over there, and it'll be like a limited view ticket or something like that. So you gotta really gotta watch that. Personally, if I'm sitting, ever like up a little bit, I definitely want to be in the center, kind of in the ring. You want to be in the center of the ring. I don't want to be like edge on the poster or nothing like that. Over here, this is kind of more center. This is $110 down if you want 100 level. So if you want 100 level, that's $110. More towards the center, they're wanting 200 plus. It starts at $200. And we'll click on a second section and go more in depth. So that's actually a lot cheaper than last year was, because last year I went to SummerSlam in Las Vegas. I sat, I believe, it was not a preferable seat at all. It was like a corner seat. It was like $119, right? And those $119 tickets, right, for SummerSlam are very cheap. They start at $75. Are you kidding me? So basically what it was for SummerSlam face value, it was almost $300 a ticket to sit in that section. And those are only $75 this year. I am really taken back right now. I knew they would be a bit cheaper, but I did not know they would be that cheap. $75, really? How bad did Las Vegas screw everyone last year? Like, literally, I paid $300 a ticket, 2 tickets, $600 to sit there. And there's $75, really? Wow. So, yeah, that's really, really cheap. Really shocking. So now we're going to get to the good stuff if we have the means to afford it. And we're talking about floor here. So here's floor. Floor actually set like a section like this for the Royal Rumble this past year. And it was not riser. And if you are not a very tall person, I do not recommend you sitting there. I am 6'2", and I had some trouble seeing what was going on. I mean, of course, when everyone's sitting down, it's okay, but when we're standing up, it's a bit much, even for me. I mean, I can see over most people, but sometimes there's people, you know, a little bit taller than me or around the same height as me. But I'm 6'2", so if you're not 6'2", you will definitely have problems seeing. Because even me, I had a little trouble. I mean, I could see what was going on, but if I was any shorter, like if I was just like 6 foot, I would have definitely not been able to see what was going on during that show. So you really got to watch that. Now this very well could be riser on this back section. I just realized they have 3 levels of floor down here right now. I sat the section, the second section for Rumble. That's where I sat. I'm thinking if they're doing 3 levels of floor, they might be riser, but you'd think it would say riser, it wouldn't say floor on it. So you never know with that, so I'd be definitely careful with that. I'm sure you can probably get the answer to that somewhere. But basically, the third section of floor is $200 a ticket. Now these are center, right? The second one's $300, it starts at, and then the first one, of course, starts at $500 a ticket, which is actually very surprising because I believe that started at $1,000 last year. But we'll get a little bit closer here. These side sections are, of course, going to be cheaper. $150 for that. That's really, really cheap for floor. This could be a riser section. I don't know. This is quite cheap. This is very, very cheap. So let me zoom in a little bit here. So now we're going to look at per seat. You can actually see the seats and what is going on. They have not really sold that much, but they only went on sale about 2 hours ago. Now, I'm interested to see this first floor. It's only $500. Where's that even at? It's going to be row 11. So I believe you probably will get a chair, and I know that's take-home chairs are a big deal. As you can see in my room, I have a lot of these pay-per-view take-home chairs. For normal pay-per-views, it's only row 1 through 5 who gets them, but for WrestleMania, it's like row 1 through 15, I think. I don't know what they do for SummerSlam. It may be 1 through 10. Let's see if 10 has a price hike on it. 10 goes to $750. That may be the price you have to pay to get a chair, $750. Because, yeah, so we can get row 8 or $750. But after that, it's probably going to go up. Wow, okay, so that's a platinum seat. I was supposed to have platinum seats deselected, but I think when I refreshed the page, it did not go through on that. So yeah, it'll turn them like light blue if it's not a standard seat. So the standard floor price appears to be $750, which is a lot cheaper than last year, because last year the standard floor price, I believe, was $1,100, so that's a lot cheaper. Now, of course, they do have closer seats that are platinums. They will eventually turn to standard tickets and go down to the standard ticket price, but as of right now, they're not. Like right here on the barricade, that's pretty much a front row seat. But they know it's a front row seat, and they charge $2,000 a person for it. I would definitely say if you are a taller person, I would recommend getting back here a little bit. I mean, that's only $350. That's a giant price drop. Most people, $350 is not achievable. Back here, I mean, I would not recommend getting the third one because I don't know if that's a riser or not. That's $300. What I would do, I would just go ahead and get like close on the lower section up here. I don't know what the difference is. Like this one's kind of center. Why are they charging them $300 for that? I'm confused. I mean, even the section I sat last year, the seats were not horrible. If you get pretty low on that, it might not be too bad. But for an honest recommendation, I would definitely say be a tall person. If you're not a tall person, get close for, or get something a little risen up. I have no idea if this third floor section is riser. This is the only side of the floor that has a third floor section on it. But if you're gonna sit the second one, because I know for a fact that's not risen any, it doesn't look like a lot with the blue dots, but you count all the ones that have already sold, you know, it says row 6, but it's not row 6, that's row 6 in your section. So you got 6 people in front of you, plus how many ever sections, rows are this, so there's 12 in that, so yeah, so there's, what, 15 other people in front of you. So can you see over 15 people is the question. These 15 other people, probably more than likely one of them, at least, is going to be taller than you. If not, if you're a shorter person, a lot of them could be taller than you. So you really got to watch that. The big problem with this now is these ticket prices look very, very cheap, right? But then you click it. Let me give you guys an example. So $200 with a $300 seat. So that should be $600, right? Okay, let's go ahead and hit checkout and see what it comes up to. I'm surprised again. What the hell? They're only $76 of fees. So here in the United States, of course, we have sales tax, but the big problem with Ticketmaster is they charge these crazy service fees. For the past few years, I've been paying at least $100 of service fees, but they're only charging $45 of service fees. I am very, very pleasantly surprised about this. So I gotta say, I gotta give it to them this year. They have dropped the prices probably more than half of what they were last year for SummerSlam, and the fees are not as bad. And that's really great. Stadium parking is only $35. Last year, I think stadium parking was $100. So it's a big thing, and I would not recommend getting the official stadium party. I would recommend trying to find a cheaper lot, because you'll definitely find it. But that's very, very interesting how much things have dropped. So I'm very, very impressed with that, and actually surprised that they've dropped the service fee, they dropped the face value for the tickets and everything. This is pretty much SummerSlam Nashville, Tennessee, guys. I just want to give you guys a little taste of what's going on. Those ticket prices, they start at only $25 all the way up, and of course, you know, they get more as you go down. But floor was actually quite surprising how cheap it is this year, but there's a lot of floor. There's not just that standard floor section, there's a whole nother floor behind that, and in the one section, there's a whole nother floor behind that. So really watch that, and don't think if you see like a row 4 floor section that it's row 4 like floor where you're going to be on TV. Don't think that, because there is literally 3 different levels of floor, and they'll all say row 4, but it could be the 3rd like section like behind. So you really got to watch that, especially if you're buying not on the map like this. So definitely watch that, guys. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. Let me know, guys, where would you guys sit for this show in the comment section down below. If you already got your tickets, let me know where you're sitting and what you're doing, and how much you paid, and all that good stuff. But I will be there, but I am not trying to buy tickets right now, because I have a lot of other things to buy tickets for, because I will be at Money in the Bank in Las Vegas on, when are they doing? July 2nd, I believe. And yeah, SummerSlam, I will also be there in Nashville, Tennessee, in my home state of Tennessee. Your king is going to be in some state of Nashville, SummerSlam. How cool is that? That's great. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'll be there. I hope I can meet you all there. And let me know in the comments what you guys ended up getting on this, or if you're waiting it out like I am. So I am your king of vlog style, Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.